Oh. Hey there, guys. I'm gonna find out why my camera isn't working real fast. There we are, and I'm back at it. Beautiful. Welcome to today's stream. I had a day off. It's my first day off in the business for a while, so I was like, what better to do with it than share what I'm up to with Whitebeard right now. So, set 2 on the horizon. Whitebeard is really looking like a strong contender. It's looking like the deck I am going to want to play the most. Hey there, my hero, Steven. So I've been putting a lot of time, a lot of testing into Whitebeard specifically. I've done some stuff with some other decks, but this is really where I'm at. So let's take a look at my Whitebeard list. This list is going to carry you pretty far. I feel like I don't drop a lot of games. Now, obviously, playing into the Sim isn't the best practice in the world, but I use this list to practice against all my friends, all my scrim partners. And I've been doing incredibly well. So let's go ahead and talk about this Whitebeard list. So first of all, the leader, he has 6,000 power and 6 life. So he has more life than any other leader in the game and more power than any other leader in the game. And the drawback to this is at the end of your turn, you add 1 card from the top of your life area to your hand. Now, this is definitely a drawback, but at the same time, it's giving you a card draw every turn. So that's kind of how you have to be looking at it, is you're not looking for a long drawn out game where you want all that life anyway. You're just looking to blitzkrieg down your opponent through sheer force. For 2K counters, we're running Otama at 4 and Masked Deuce at 4 and Jozu at 4. So Otama is a very obvious 2K counter. It's one of the best 2K counters in the game, if not the best. It's been a 4-of staple in like literally every red deck there is. Using power reduction in conjunction with your other removal effects is very good. Hey, thank you for the sub, Moonmen First Mate. Welcome, Anthony. Masked Deuce, this could be Sanji. I've been kind of playing with both. I've liked Masked Deuce more lately. Sanji has basically not been doing it for me. Masked Deuce every once in a while. I'm into a Law, I'm into a Zoro, and it does creep up. But realistically, it doesn't matter what this 2K counter slot is. It's kind of all the same. Hey, Eddie, didn't know you were streaming today. It's kind of an impromptu thing. I had a day off, and I was like, screw it, I'm going to hop on stream. Oh, that's right, you're off work, aren't you? What's up, Quapman? Quap Nasty is more like it. Yeah, that's the good stuff. So yeah, Ant, you're welcome to join me if you'd like. I'll send you the link over Discord, and you can join at your own leisure. So maybe we'll get an Anthony joining us. There we go. Link sent. What's up, Samuel? Thanks for joining the stream today, everybody. Hey, good to see you, Onion. So, yeah, the Masked Deuce 2K counter basically doesn't matter at all. It's completely irrelevant. Driving to Texas right now for the last cup? Dude, you got it. You got it in the bag. That turn 2 Kaido is so good. I probably won't be able to because I need to shower and get ready for AJ's birthday stuff. Well, happy birthday to AJ. I didn't know that was coming up. But good. Good to hear from you. But yeah, this 2K counter can basically be anything. I like Masked Deuce. This one doesn't really matter. Jozu is a very obviously necessary 2K counter. Dawn times 1, if you have 2 or less life cards and your leader has Whitebeard Pirates of the type, this character gains Rush. So a 5-cost 5K Rush is essentially what Jozu becomes, and it's also a 2K counter. A 2K counter with Rush is incredible. Let's talk about the whole reason you're playing this deck. I call the deck Stagebeard. Yeah, definitely let me know how you do, Onion. The reason I call the deck Stagebeard is it's based entirely around the Moby Dick stage, where you're trying to get to 1 life pretty much as quickly as possible, and then all of these many Whitebeard type cards are going to get plus 2,000 power during your turn, including your leader. So you're building a strong board of big vanillas, and then you're basically going to buff your entire board, including your leader, have more pressure than your opponent can hopefully handle. Oh, top 16, Onion. I didn't even know that. Congratulations, man. That's so cool. Turn 2 Kaido, baby. That's a good deck. That's a good deck. So, yeah. The Moby Dick is the backbone of the deck. It's kind of the whole reason we're playing it. In that spirit, every other character we run that aren't the Otama and the Masked Deuces, the only characters that aren't Whitebeard Pirate types are our 2K counters. Everything else is meant to be buffed by this stage. The vanillas are the most important parts of that, where you're trying to play Atmos and Kingdu as early as possible on curve, keep them around for some very big power. These become 8K and 9K bodies. That's huge. If you have one of this and your leader with the stage at the end of the game, think about that. That's an 8K swing, an 8K swing, and a 9K swing for no Dawn, for 0 Dawn investment. Another really big part of that is Squad Vista. So your Squad Vista combo is very good in a mirror where you don't mind turboing down your life. You play your squad, you take 1 damage, you neg their Atmos, you neg their Kingdu, you neg their Ace, and you can use Vista to follow up and KO it. Now, it's good into any other matchups too. It can kill Queens. It can kill Sakazukis, right? It could kill 5-drop Luffy's, 5-drop Laws, all kinds of good things. But realistically, the biggest part of this is not even as much the removal as it is squads of 3-drop 5K. So if you're going first, you want to go second with this deck because your curve is way better on turn 2. If you're going first, you want a good turn 2 body play if you don't have your stage, and that's kind of squad. I have a few questions regarding the list. How come you've gone for the version running SR Whitebeard, and is Squad actually good? So I was just talking about, I'm definitely looking forward to this release. Yeah, dude, I cannot wait for this release. Squad is actually good, and let me tell you why. The reason that Squad is good, nobody thought it would be. I didn't think it would be either. There's 2 reasons. Number 1, Squad Vista demolishes the mirror. The Whitebeard mirror can be very difficult to pull off, but if you go second, if you're going second, you drop Moby Dick turn 1, you drop Atmos turn 2, they probably follow up with a Kingdu or something, you then play Squad Vista to blow up whatever their big vanilla is. And you have Atmos, Squad, Vista, you're closer to the low life, the Moby Dick will make this a 5K, this a 7K, this an 8K, right? And then your leader an 8K. You have a huge tempo lead over your opponent, which is really, really important. SR Whitebeard is good against people who know not to swing into Whitebeard too much. Squad is really good as it activates at 0 life. It does activate at 0 life. That's really worth mentioning. But honestly, a bigger part of Squad even beyond its effect for me personally running it, is just a 3-drop 5K. I just wanted, this was originally Thatch for me, the 6-drop 8K vanilla. I really felt like I needed the cheaper, bigger body because it's a 3-drop 7K with Moby Dick, and that's huge. Those stats, you just cannot ignore those incredible stats. We'll jump ahead to SR Whitebeard. So SR Whitebeard is often dead. I'm going to lay it right out. You can use it to, as a discard off of Marco, right? So like if you have your Marco, you can use your Marco to discard in your Whitebeard to get a little bit of a better thing going for you because he can discard these dead cards. Did you find out a pre-release yet? The Stage Beard you were talking about Wednesday? Stage Beard is great. Yeah, my pre-release is happening. I just ordered the product today. I'm technically getting charged on the 28th, but I've been completely allocated for my pre-release stuff. So definitely, if you're in the area, you think you could make it to Rotterdam, New York, hit me up. I can, you can sign up to the Sassy Satellite Super pre-release so that I see your sign up in the Bandai system, which I will be using. But also, it'd be good to contact me or Sassy Satellite privately on Facebook, just to make sure there's enough room, because I already have a lot of people in my local, so I'm very confident are coming, and I don't want someone to make like an hour-long drive or something just to find out, hey, I've already got 8 people, I've already got 16 people, whatever I can accommodate. And yes, Anthony should be there as well, and you will definitely see me. I'm always there. If you're looking to get fucking stomped, real quick sidebar before we move on with 9-drop Whitebeard. Pre-releases are supposed to be sealed, and this is, I saw this. Any tips for the Smoker that offers indestructible blockers and attackers like ST, Smoker, and Borsellino? We can talk about Smoker in a minute, yeah. Any tips? Dodge Whitebeard. That's the biggest tip. Smoker's actually like a pretty decent deck, but it really struggles into Whitebeard, and it's not great into Zoro. So like the fact that red is so good kind of brings Smoker down. But it's not impossible to beat Whitebeard. It's certainly not impossible to beat Zoro. It's not impossible to beat Whitebeard. I wouldn't hedge my bets on it, though. And you're also really good into basically everything else in the meta. Like, you're fine into Law. You're fine into Kid. You're fine into Kaido. You're fine into Kinemon. Like, it's really good. How far is your store from New York City? 3.5, 4 hours. It's a bit of a trip. Anthony has been testing a crap ton of Smoker. As a matter of fact, the next Patreon article we will be posting will be his Smoker deck list and his insights on that. So you can find the links to our Patreon in our About section, and if you need more in-depth content, we post there regularly. As a matter of fact, I just put this list up there. Sweet. Where do we sign up for the store tournament? You can. My store's name is Sassy's Satellite. If you're looking for the pre-release, it's in Rotterdam, New York, in a mall called Viaport Rotterdam, and you can sign up directly through the Bandai TCG Plus app. You can also find me on Facebook or my business, Sassy's Satellite, on Facebook, and message me privately to make sure that there is enough room to accommodate the number of people I'm getting. I'm hoping to get through as many people as I possibly can. We'll see what happens, right? I mean, what can you do? So, that out of the way. Let's talk about 9-cost Whitebeard. Let me run a situation by you. You end your turn at 2 life. You take 1, you go to 1 life, right? Now, your opponent has 2 options. They can hit you for damage, bringing you to 0 life, which is worse for them because you will take that damage anyway at the end of your next turn. So they're giving you access to another card to play, right? Or they can leave you at 1 life, denying you that card, and then at the end of your turn, you'll take that card anyway, so you'll be at 0, right? Unless they are going for game at 1 life, which isn't that common, but it does happen. Those are the only 2 options. A lot of players will choose to leave you at that 1 life because you're going to take the damage anyway. If that happens and you play Whitebeard, that's a game-winning move. Thank you for the follow, Crouch. If that happens, that's a game-winning move. Because you are now an 8K leader, really hard to tackle. You've played the biggest card in the game, right? The biggest body you have available to you, with an incredibly powerful effect. You've given yourself a ton of tempo. He will be a 12K on your turn. Your leader's a 10K on your turn. And you still have that 1 life that does not go away. I've won so many games off of that. If your opponent does choose to swing into you to prevent you from playing the 9-drop Whitebeard, then you lose basically nothing out of the situation. On your next turn, you just play your Marco, you play your Squad Vista combo, you just do something else that isn't playing Whitebeard because you don't get that life gain. Sometimes I'll play Whitebeard anyway if I really think the plus 2000 is more helpful, but it depends on how many counter events I have in my hand, stuff like that. I've been really vibing with 9-drop Whitebeard because it is very common for people to leave you at 1 life because they know you'll take it anyway. And if you play 9-drop Whitebeard and they do that, you basically win the game. On the flip side of the coin, if they do hit you, it's fine. That's kind of what you wanted anyway, was an extra card and them to waste resources into your leader. It's a win-win situation. There's no good answer for them, but that situation only exists if you're running the 9-drop Whitebeard. I think I would win against Whitebeard way more with Smoker if 9-drop wasn't in the deck, to be honest. So there you go. That happens a lot in my testing with Anthony with Smoker, is he'd want to leave me at 1 and swing into my board, and then the next turn a 9-drop Whitebeard would come down, and it would just be game. Like, it's really insane. The alternative for this card, in my opinion, is Seaquake. Seaquake plus Squad is really good. Seaquake is really good into Zoro. Seaquake is really good into Law. I do want to test that at some point. I think it's tomato. It's a lot about playstyle and preference. See, I prefer this late game security. Some people might prefer the early tempo and extra removal. That's all it really comes down to. Speaking of Marco, let's talk about him. He's the only blocker I choose to run in the deck. I really feel like Choppers and Bartolomeo's, they weren't really doing it for me. I have tested with them. I don't think they're bad necessarily. I just also don't think they're anything crazy good. Marco is great because he basically turns any battle into a 1K counter, right? They're swinging 13 at your leader. You block, you discard 1 card. Done. That is also a way for you to get rid of your extra stages, your dead 9-drop Whitebeards, your sometimes dead 7-drop Ace. Marco also OP. Yeah, Marco is really silly. And then not only that, but you then get to keep the blocker. You get to keep the blocker, and he's a 7K body on your turn when you're pushing for game. That's huge. That's won me a lot of games. It's just a really big tempo swing. Ace is just another rush piece. You can combo his ability with Vista. He's much better with Seaquake as well, but realistically, playing him on curve to limit your opponent's board, to manage board control, is really good into the Whitebeard mirror. He's then a 7K or 9K body with your leader, with your stage effect. And he's another rush piece, so he ends the game a lot. Did you test the Straw Hat version yet? I have tested the Strawbeard. I'm not as big a fan of Strawbeard, I gotta be honest. And I will say, I find Strawbeard way worse in the mirror. If you're not running Squad Vista, Strawbeard is better in the mirror. But with the Squad Vista combo, this list just puts out more pressure in the mirror, in my experience so far. I want to do more testing with Strawbeard, but this feels so very good to me. I'm way more comfortable with this, with Stagebeard, than I am Strawbeard. I also run 4 of each of the 1-drop events. Indestructible blockers rock. Indestructible blockers are insane. I run 4 of each of the 1-drop events as the ultimate defensive wall that my opponent cannot get over. And with that, I believe I've gone over every card in the deck. Let's see. Boom. He's choosing turn order. Let's see if he chooses to go second. He chose to go first. Sweet. We don't really have anything going. We're going to mulligan this hand. This hand sucks, so let's see what happens. I mean, Mass Deuce on turn 1 into Zoro actually is not bad. He might be able to just follow up with Vista. We'll see what happens. That was interesting and surprising. We're still going to drop a Mass Deuce. Moby Dick's a great top deck there, because I can put 2 on a Mass Deuce to use its effect and play the Moby Dick on my following turn. And unless he has Vista, nothing he plays is safe. I do also have Tama if he were to play something like a Robin and I really want to remove something. I don't know how crazy I am about losing 2 2K counters into Zoro, though. That's really good for me, I think. He'll probably swing 6 here. And on my next turn, because he's going to want to get rid of this Mass Deuce, right? So this Mass Deuce will bait an attack next turn. I take this. This is no problem. Don't even need that card. What I could really use is an Atmos or a Kingdu for the next turn. Hopefully we'll get one. So we're going to do this. 5k. Oh, it doesn't kill. That's fine. Just kill it. Just swing 5k at him anyway. Yeah, 2k or less is weak into Zoro is the only thing, but very good in the law. And this Luffy is not an issue, and he's still likely going to want to swing into the Mass Deuce. I feel there's no reason to play Strawbeard when you get more consistent deck. Use the 2k counter. That was surprising. When you get more consistent deck and more consistent bodies with the regular Whitebeard, and when we get OPO3, Strawbeard becomes completely invalidated by Izo. Yeah, OPO3, the moment set 3 comes out, it is Stage Weird all the way. Every fucking step of the game. Like, Stage Weird is way better in set 3. 2 2k counters. That's really surprising. Oh, yay, a stage. What's up, Lucky Lou? I think Stage Weird is better than Strawbeard, but I felt Strawbeard has a decent matchup in Mirror. Strawbeard has an okay time in a Mirror. I think the Squad Vista combo makes Whitebeard still better, though. Stage Weird still better. Traditional Stage Weird. It just exerts more pressure, in my opinion. How you feel about the matchup into Kinemon? I have not actually played into a lot of Kinemons, but I'm not really worried about it. They just don't... They have trouble removing my gigantic bodies. They don't have any direct removal to help. So, like, Atmos will die, probably. I'm really good at swinging into their Okiku. Squad Vista is really good into that deck. I don't really feel like it's an issue. Yeah, that's fine. I would really like to draw a vanilla or something here. Swing 6 at my face. 7 at my face. That's fine. I will take that. Will I take that? Yeah, he's not going to let me go to stay at 1 for Whitebeard effect. It's just not the nature of his deck. Holy crap. Where are my cards? I mean, I can give Jozu Rush. Giving Jozu Rush might be better than nothing. It would likely bait an attack into the Jozu, because next turn he'd be bigger. Where are all my vanillas? Or Marco's. Marco would be so good right now. Okay. Is this an updated OPSim client? This is 1.14D. It's the newest update. Sheesh, using the Bandai app for 50 minutes trying to sign up is horrible. Any tips on how to find your store using the app? The zip code is 12306. That's what I usually tell people to do. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the Jozu here. Just because I need to apply some board pressure. Oh, he won't die, will he? I'm so stupid. That was really dumb of me. Maybe he's even worse. I forgot that card's effect entirely. Who plays this card? What? We might need to let Batsu know. Oh no, Dawn. It's Dawn times 2. I knew that. Okay, I'm extra stupid. I knew it would work, and then I thought it wouldn't. I know how this game works. I'm not stupid as frick. Don't even worry about it. So I got a lot of ace going on. I really need some Marcos. Yeah, he had no Dawn. I literally went to at the start of the turn. I was like, oh, he can do that. I was thinking in my head, oh, I can swing into that. It has no Dawn, and then I did it again. I swung into it. I was like, oh, I can't kill that. I'm brain dead today. It's too early for me. I was up really late playing League of Legends like a fucking loser last night. So, I mean, chances are good one of these into Jozu and then one into Leader would be most optimal for him. Unless he just wants to double swing into Leader and leave Jozu, but I think that would be very foolish. He could triple swing into Leader, though. 6, 6, 1 here, 6. That's an option. Yep. 6, 6, 6. Oh, that one's going to be 7. I'd like to take the 7. Doesn't actually matter, though, because my hand is nothing but 2k counters. So, that's kind of irrelevant. He probably doesn't know that you have to hit cancel for the Robin effect, I guess. Is he playing, like, set 1? I haven't seen a single set 2 card. You call it Stagebeard. I prefer Bulkbeard since half the deck is Bulk. Bulkbeard's a good name. Is Smoker a viable deck choice for bigger tournaments like regionals or treasure cups? Yes, it is viable. I would call Smoker in the, like, tier 2, high tier 2 range. The problem with Smoker is that it's not great into Whitebeard. If you can practice and grind and figure out the Whitebeard matchup to the point where you're pretty competent into that, Smoker's a great choice. That's your biggest issue, though. We will have a list on the Patreon soon for Smoker, because Anthony has put a ton of time into Smoker, and that will be linked in our bio. It's always linked in our bio. So, but it's a viable option if you really like Black's play style. You just either have to get really good into Whitebeard, get really lucky into Whitebeard, or dodge Whitebeard all day, because you can beat anything else. You're also not great in Zoro, but you can beat Zoro. Whitebeard is your issue. Z or Smoker? I think Z has been topped more than Smoker at the end of the set 2 meta. I'd have to look more into Z. I gotta be completely honest. I didn't do a ton of practicing with him once people started to figure out his build. I will say this, 4-life Leader makes me really hesitant when you're playing into Whitebeard or into Zoro. The red decks are really what kills you there for your Marines. Z I think is not great, but I think Z is a better matchup into Whitebeard and worse against everything else. Interesting. I didn't know that. Better into Whitebeard? Why? What does it do into Whitebeard that Smoker doesn't? Except have one less life to get through. I don't really get that at all, honestly. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm trying to understand. There it is. We'll take that one. Has king, I guess? I mean, yeah, but you don't... No worries. It does have king, but so does Kaido. Like, Kaido is what's really good into that. He didn't attack with Zoro. Come on, man. I think I'm safe to play ace. Let's assume he puts all... he'll be at 9. Let's assume he puts all 9 on Leader and swings. That'll be 14. Well, maybe I'll just start here because it's easy, right? 14. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then if he swings... So yeah, I would be safe to play ace this turn. I think I'm gonna. It's just my best option. I was just saying compared to Smoker, purple is better into Whitebeard in general than both. Yeah, Kaido is actually pretty sweet into Whitebeard. I think I should still survive this turn. Purple is still good in set 2. Mono purple Kaido is good in set 2. I actually think mono purple Kaido is really slept on in set 2. I don't think it has any truly bad matchups. Like, you could argue Zoro, but what I want to do is I want to combine my turn 2 Kaido list, which was really good in Zoro, with a normal Kaido list for set 2 Kaido, where if you're playing into Zoro, you choose to go second, you drop a 7-drop king on curve, and that really sets Zoro back. So I think Kaido is still a really good choice for set 2, personally. I just think you prioritize 9-drop Kaido way less. Like, you run 4 6-drop king, 3 7-drop king, 3 10-drop Kaido, maybe 1 9-drop Kaido if even. Like, I might just cut it out of the deck entirely for the purpose of what we're trying to do. The only thing about cutting it out entirely would be it might make your Whitebeard matchup worse. I don't know yet. I'd have to fiddle with it in my head. But you get some really good stuff in the Impel Down line. I think, was that good? 5 Dawn into 6k power. Yeah, that's good. It's 1k more power. I still shouldn't lose off it, but I don't think people are really sleeping on Kaido. I just think they're so bored with the deck they want to play other things. That's fair, because Kaido's fucking boring in comparison to the other stuff we have available. And, like, when you have Whitebeard, why play Kaido? You can play Whitebeard. This deck is too cool. He jet pistoled Jozu? That was weird. I mean, maybe he's just really scared I win this turn. But now, like, what? Are you going to swing 6k? 1 6k swing? Or do you just pass? And then next turn, maybe you just pass, and then your Luffy is huge next turn. That might be his plan. That would make some sense. I could kill the Luffy with Ace Vista, but then I'm tapped out. See, this is one of those situations. Kaido's so fucking dull, yeah. This is one of those situations we were talking about last time where if this new gate was Seaquake, I could go Ace Seaquake and I win this whole game right now. It's just over. Oh, he passed to me. So I understand the appeal, you know? So 1 here, 9 here. So 16, 6 and 6. 9, 12, 15, 17, 7, 7. So yeah, I live if I play Ace. So I won't do it yet. Why don't we start with this? You just have so much defense. Finally signed up Sheesh. I can make a way better app than this. Yeah, you really... Dude, the app is so bad. The app is so bad. It's, like, ridiculous. It's ridiculous how bad the TCG Plus app is. Any triggers there, boss? Yeah, I've never been a fan of the Animal Kingdom characters in Ram style. Plus, I found it to have the least diversifiable builds of other decks in OP1. I definitely hear that. It had a lot less diversity than what else you could do. I should live through this turn with 3 guard points and 4 2Ks and a 1K. He'd have to get really... He'd have to go real ham somehow that I don't see. I mean, I like ramp playstyle. I like the concept behind purple a lot. I just think like I like ramp as a genre in card games. That I feel like that just cemented my win. And I like land destruction, like your own land manipulation, your own Dawn manipulation. That kind of thing really intrigues me. I just think purple isn't really an entertaining way of doing it yet. Like, I prefer it as a more of a combo type of feel than a cost type of feel. But Whitebeard is Whitebeard, man, and it feels like it goes taller more efficiently than any other deck in the meta. It does. It fucking does. This is insane. These are 9Ks. This is an 8K leader during my turn. Like, this is so good. I know it's far out, but I'm really excited for OPO3. There looks to be so much variety in the meta compared to OPO1 and to OPO2. I wouldn't necessarily say compared to OPO1. OPO1 was diverse as fuck. But OPO2 is kind of stale. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not that excited for Set 2's meta. I'm crazy excited for Set 3's meta. I'm a little scared that Whitebeard will just take it all, though. Because Whitebeard is so good in Set 3. I really like Nami. OP2 looked pretty healthy and diverse near the end for me. It was fairly... The thing is, this deck creeped out of the woodwork to take down Zoro, and I kind of think that this is just the best deck in the game. And I'm scared that this is just going to replace Zoro as, oh, this deck is fucking OP as hell. I will say, fun fact, if you're worried about Whitebeard, you can play Evenkov. Evenkov is a decent matchup into it. It's not like an auto win at all, but it's decent. Okay, here comes some actual attacks, maybe. What has he even been taking? He grabbed Rush Zoro, and he grabbed Chopper, which he played. Chopper's not going to save him this game. Nothing is at this point. Yeah, that's fine. 3 Dawn for one more swing is actually less efficient than just putting the 3 Dawn on one of your characters. I mean, my locals was pretty much just Kaido, Zoro, and Kid. My locals was pretty good, and if you were to look at the meta, it also wasn't bad. Like, the meta, like, because it was Kaido, Zoro, Kid, right? And then, or Kaido, it was Kid, Kaido, Law, Zoro, Luffy, Dofi, 6 decks, right? And then Blue Pearl Croc was kind of a little fringe, but let's not even talk about that. Feels the same as OPO2 with Whitebeard, Zoro, Kinemon. Whitebeard, Zoro, Kinemon is pretty much where it's at. And then you've got your Kaido, your Black decks, your Evenkov as the kind of like off meta shit, right? And then, but in set 3 so far, now granted, set 3 is really new, so it's hard to make definitive statements about it. But in set 3, we've got a lot of stuff. Hey, what's up, Tetra? Honestly, Stagebeard has felt more dumb than Zoro to me. Stagebeard is more dumb. The moment this deck got discovered, it's really silly. Like, I think that set 2 is just going to be Stagebeard all day. And that worries me. Which is why I'm throwing out there, playing Evenkov is not a bad call. Law is also really good set 2, or so you say. That's his claim. I mean, he's Anthony, so I trust him, but only a little bit. Law is good in set 2, though. Like, it's certainly not a bad deck. I kind of want to keep this Vista to kill that blocker, but it's also super unnecessary, so I'll just combo efficiently. Yikes. No, Law is good. It's actually the only deck in Anthony in my testing, the only deck he played that he could go toe-to-toe with Whitebeard. So, I mean, that says something. But I wonder, and if I were to switch this Newgate into Seaquake, do you just lose? Is it just over for Law when I do that? Like, if I turn 1 stage, turn 2 Vista, Seaquake, is that game? I don't think so, but who knows? I knows. It's game. You're trash. Easy money. 2 Dawn up, huh? Why play the 9-drop in the stage version? Because there's matchups that go slower, and you end up at 1 life because they're intentionally not swinging at your life at that critical moment. And then if you're in Stagebeard and you play this card at 1 life, you automatically win. It's currently a tech. It is available. You can swap it out with other things. It's also can always be discarded off Marco, so it's not like it's ever like a dub, right? Like it's always fine. What was that, 8? I still have so much counter power in hand too. So it might end up becoming Seaquake. We're kind of feeling it out with our early testing. I've been really happy with it so far. It's very situational, but in the situations it's good in, it wins you the game. When I play against decks that remove my biddies, I'm honestly fine for the most part. But again, I don't know. Yeah. Let's go ahead and start with 9. I've got the double Jozu, so. Okay. And DC'd. All right. So there we go. Winning against Zoro. Let's check out this. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to Kinemon. He chose to go first? Why? Why did he do that? I'm going to mulligan. Holy crap. This hand is also terrible. Going first as Kinemon is kind of troll, honestly. Choosing to go first, it's kind of whack. But I don't know his build, I guess. Like, is he just going to play a good 4-drop here? Is that his goal? He's really focused on the 4-drop Yamato instead of Okiku. I see the tech now that you've explained it, but I feel like it could be a 2-over. Maybe it's worth it to just have the more consistent deck, but I'm a sucker for tech cards. I'm testing it, you know. If it continues to just be dead after dead after dead, it will get cut. After a Sag 6-3 with Dofi at the Treasure Cup, I'm starting with O2 as well. Whitebeard looks fun. Whitebeard is awesome. That's not going to work. Oh, it is going to work. Okay. I guess I won't waste my Vista then. That's cool. Right now, you're seeing one of the biggest problems with Stagebeard is if you don't hit your stage, you can sometimes be in trouble. Going first with Kinemon is troll in and of itself, but into Whitebeard, that's just pure stupidity. Yeah, he not only didn't take second, he gave me second. That's really crazy because my deck is so much better second, and so is his. I'm really surprised at that. Man, where's my Squad? See, Squad would be so nuts here. But I have no way to kill that Okiku, sadly. It's fine, though. I kill it next turn. To be fair, people still learning the format to be expected. Yeah, absolutely agreed. It's like, because in set 1, almost every deck in the game wants to go first. So how are they supposed to know that everything changes in set 2? Kinemon is better second, and Whitebeard is a lot worse going first. I really don't understand it. Well, it's exactly like Ghoul Magus was saying. It's, you know, people are still learning the format. Not everyone studied the set 2 like the rest of us cool people. Is it a bug that 8 cost Odin doesn't trigger off 10 cost Kaido, or am I missing something? That's a bug. That's got to be a bug. It's also on the Sim and Sim players are famously not great. Don't worry about it. Hey, not trying to sidetrack your combo about the deck or your game commentary, so this is sidetrack. Feel free to not respond. I respond to everything, Jeremy V. Do you know the format of pre-release and what do you suggest? Yes, the format for pre-release is either constructed or sealed. I will be doing sealed. If your game store is doing constructed, they better have lowered the... Oh, wow, he just DC'd. Okay, so that's an easy win. They better have lowered the price, like by a lot. And what do I suggest? Color restrictions are offline, and you can use any leader from any set. So play Law. Play Law, and you can run any color card in your deck and bounce into the 5-drops from either black or from... They just bounce. Let's just play Law and bounce into cool stuff because you can play any leader. That's the format they suggest. You're supposed to show up with leaders in Dawn. And you can use any leader that you pull or already have. So you can just play Law and bounce into stuff. Playing Kid is also always really safe because you have the best leader in the game, and then you can play the best cards you get. And there's that. How is the Whitebeard mirror match? Kind of lame. Squad Vista helps a lot. Did he say OPO1 only? I'm tired of people doing that. You can set it now. Squad Vista helps a lot. Whitebeard mirror match is kind of grindy. I think it takes more skill than a lot of other people think it does, especially after watching the Japanese finals. But it's also very build dependent. Is this the tabletop simulator? This is the OPTCG sim. You can find it in the main Discord. There's a channel that says OPTCG sim, and if you check the pinned messages, there's downloads for it. Do you just go to 1 against every deck? Yes. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. You just don't care about taking damage, basically, ever. I feel like the only time I don't take damage is if I'm trying to set up for a Whitebeard play. Am I stuck here? If I'm trying to set up for a Whitebeard play, which isn't bad. It's situational, but pretty much you just always take damage down. For sealed, I was thinking Kid is the safest pick, but I'm honestly hoping to pull Whitebeard since he's just... Oh, yeah, if you pull Whitebeard, play Whitebeard. Since he's just a generically insane, like Kid. And Boatbeard is primarily made up of commons, uncommons. Only SRs are Marco and Ace. Marco is not an SR. Is he? Marco is a rare. Only SRs are Ace and maybe Whitebeard. But they're not mandatory. King, Dew, Atmos, Moby Dick are all commons, while Vista is just a rare. And Marco's only a rare. So yeah, Whitebeard's a good grab, but if you get the leader. Obviously, if you don't pull the Whitebeard leader, you can't do it. So any color, what are we opening? You should be opening 6 packs of set 2. Is Blocker Marco SR? No, it's just a rare. It's just a rare. Yeah, you should be getting... If the TO is doing what they fucking should be, which is a sealed format and giving you 6 packs for entry, you open the 6 packs, make a deck of 40 cards out of those 6 packs. You can use any leader that you pull or already owned. You can, I believe, however, you cannot bring set 2 leaders. So, like, let's say you go to 2 pre-releases. You can bring any set 1 leader, and if you pull the set 2 leader from your first pre-release, you cannot show up with that leader. So there's that. And then you build a deck of 40 cards and then play the game as normal. There are no color restrictions in terms of deck building, but color still exists as an identity. So, for example, Law says bounce a card to your hand, play a card of a different color. You can't bounce a green card into a green card. Or the 7-drop Croc, which reduces the cost of blue events, does not reduce the cost of all events. Type restrictions still exist. So something like Onigashi, like Moby Dick, still only buffs Whitebeard pirates, right? The color restriction is only nullified for deck building purposes. Hey, yeah, let's talk about this real quick, because this is really important. If your game store is doing constructed instead of sealed, they kind of screwed you over. Because I promise you, every game store was given the option to buy more product for the pre-release. And the reason I'm so confident in... so the leader from any set and the packs are all from OPO2. Yes, the packs are all from OPO2. The reason I'm so confident in that, you can't play... I know you can't play Croc character. It's just... I was just pulling an example of a card that's color restricted because I couldn't think of one in set 2. Like, my point was just that color restriction still exists. That's all. I own, like, the smallest game store in the world. My store is barely a game store. My store is a collectible store that I run One Piece through on the fucking side because I love the game. And the distributor is constantly shorting me. They shorted me my initial order of cases. They did not send me the initial pre-release kit. They sent me for the one with the Luffy winner. I was supposed to be doing that event. They only sent me the Luffy SBR decks. And I sold them all to my player base. I didn't even keep them. They got distributed out amongst my players because I'm not a fucking dirtball. I think my game store is doing 1-on-1, but still giving out the packs for Constructed. See, if they're still giving out the packs for Constructed, that's fine, right? Because some people want to play Constructed. But the thing is that I've seen game stores that are like, oh, we're not getting enough product in. No, I run the smallest rinky-dink game store, and they offered me more product for the pre-release. They have it set aside. Don't let them lie to you. And if your game store is not, and it is their right? Like Bandai, you can't report them or anything. Bandai will do nothing. Because they are not required, they can charge whatever they want for the pre-release. As long as they're giving you the pre-release promos, they're not required to give you packs. There's nothing you can do about it, but be aware that if your game store is like, oh, well, they didn't give us the option to buy more stuff. They did, and then they turned around and sold it for pre-orders. And I just want everyone to be aware of that fact. Because I got the option to buy way more product. 3 more cases. I upped my pre-orders because of this. There's no way if my stupid rinky-dink store got 3 extra cases that these big name people that are doing tons of pre-orders didn't get more. And as a matter of fact, I had it out with a guy on Facebook. Dodon is a good example of set 2 color restriction. No, Dodon is cost, isn't it? Not color. Does she say red? No, she does say red. You're right. Dodon is a perfect example of set 2 color restriction. So, quick tangent back to the color restriction thing. Curly Dodon checks the top 5, adds 1 red character. You can still only grab a red character. Thank you, Trafficker. 2 of my local stores said they got put on a back order list for OPO2. It's so frustrating. So listen, it's possible if all of their stuff got back ordered that they are back ordered. Like, it is possible, but if you have the feeling Like, if your game store is filling a bunch of pre-orders and then not giving you stuff for the pre-release, and they're like, "Oh, it's because we didn't get it," they probably did get it. They probably did. Hey, can I join the stream for a bit? I sent you the invite link over Discord. The collab cam is still active. I actually had it out with a guy on Facebook because someone had posted, "Why are people doing constructed? It's stupid. Pre-releases should be sealed. Why is Bandai doing constructed?" And all the comments were, game stores have the option to do both. And I commented, game stores have the option to do both, and a lot of game stores are doing constructed, so they can charge you the same price and keep all the 8 sealed packs to sell at a profit. And then I said, sad, right? And I left it at that. This one guy goes out of his way to comment on my thing and say, hey, some game stores didn't get their stuff, right? And yes, some game stores don't do their stuff. But I commented and was like, no, man, I run the small, told them exactly what I told you guys. I run the smallest game store in the world, and they gave me extra product. If they gave it to me, they gave it to you. And he then sent me a screenshot of an email, which for the record, I also received because I own a fucking game store, right? And basically the screenshot was, you cannot order additional product of OPO2. But then the next line was in reference to how you could not order more on top of what they were giving you for the pre-release. So I called him out on it. My comments are still there. I called him out on it. It was like the literal next line discusses how it specifically says you cannot order additional on top of what is already allocated for you and for the pre-release. So I was calling him out on this. I went to his posts and I saw that he was posting a ton of stuff that was like, stop hating on your game stores. You might lose a place to play. Go ahead and report us to Bandai. It will do nothing, which is true, right? Oh, you did? Oh, I'm showing you on stream, but you don't have your you're not set up yet. All right,
No,
whatever.
but I wasn't going to start. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, I wasn't going to. I was just gonna do whatever, and I was like, he's not listening. I'm gonna take my time and set up, and then of course, the second I get out to set up, you're now
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, I'll set up. To be like, give me like 1 second.
That's
and I'll
fine.
Set up.
I'll hide you. Boop. He's hidden. So anyway, so I called him out on this. He deleted all of his comments. He deleted all of the comments where he was rebutting me on all of the stuff that was happening. And it's just like, you know, if you destroy these people are choosing to take the game and use it as a market for a quick profit and destroying their local player base. And it's just sad. That's literally all I'm saying. It's just sad. Oh, he's not set up yet. All right, I'll hide him again. You should do a vlog that's 100% transparency from set 1 to now and do like weekly updates. That's not a bad idea. I might get a lot of heat for that. I don't know if I want heat. Because here's the thing. I also, like, I've been victim to it too, right? Like I just said, I got boned for the set 1 pre-release. It does happen. It's possible. I've been boned by the distributor for before. Two things on that though. One, it's always worse in set 1 and before. From here on out, we shouldn't be getting boned anymore. Because what they do is they purposely make set 1 really low, like they underprint it intentionally. Bandai does this. And then they print the following sets to meet the demand after they discover it. And the reason they did that is in Dragon Ball, they had a ton of excess product to the point where they were forcing stores to buy their old product or not get their tournament kits. All right, good, he's set up. Or not get their tournament kits. Oh. And then stores would not get the tournament kits because of that. So that's why they're doing it. So from here on out, stores are losing that excuse. But also, there are game stores, like I don't want to cause problems where there are other small stores like me that do occasionally get boned. And someone's like, well, Moonman Captain Faye said that game stores will never get boned. And you're a shitty fucking game store for not giving me my product. And like, I don't really need that heat. So I will always share my story on my stream. And I'm full 100% transparency. Like, I won't go over prices or like things that are actually like I cannot share contractually.
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes, I can hear you. I couldn't when I hit you on stream. I can't.
Well, obviously, yeah. I would start talking and then like you were responding like, oh, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
But so I'll keep everyone updated on like the stream, but that's probably about it.
Right.
One store I'd be suspicious, but both seems like it's just shit distribution. Yeah,
I mean that's honestly the case for a lot of times where it's like distribution is usually kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
and
it'll only get better from here though. That's the thing.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
only
Yeah,
gets better
I
after
talk
set one.
to I talk to the people like I go to locals, and I have the same conversation like every time. Harry's like, "Oh, what are we getting next wave?" I'm like, "Ha, we think we're getting next wave. That's cute."
We are gonna get a next wave, I'm certain,
uh,
but it's gonna be like
it's
well
gonna be
into set two.
forever.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
like
like
don't expect
set
it
4
anytime
is gonna
soon.
be out, and then we'll get our second wave. It's like, oh yeah, here it is. Like that.
Um,
Like, that's hilarious.
I wish it
You
was
thought coming
draft instead of
soon.
sealed though. I feel like One Piece draft is potentially be interesting. I fucking love draft as a format. As a matter of fact, our brother fucking got me addicted to it. Like, cause
Really?
he's like obsessed with draft, and he was always like, "Guys, draft is so fun," and we were all like, shitting on him, right? And then I started to do it with him, and I was like, "Damn, this is fun." He's
Draft is
right.
fun. It's just
And I would like it in
I
One
don't.
Piece. I would like it a lot in
I
One
think what Draft
Piece.
One Piece is sweet. I just don't like draft as a format because it's sometimes so luck reliant
I
and
don't like draft
RNG.
in the sense that I don't want to sit down and play like competitive draft,
Yeah,
right?
I would never do
But
that.
for
It's
a
fun.
pre-release, that's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what I want to draft, you know?
for
Um,
sure.
I feel
I
like if
mean,
you're on top of your shit, you'll be the best opportunity to prepare. Yeah, well,
yeah, yeah.
I
My only thing is with One Piece, the way they're doing their pre-releases now, I really don't like how it's like, oh, you can bring any leader you want. So I was like, what the hell? It's like, so I'll just bring all my leaders and I'll use whatever one I
yeah, that is a
like.
little
That's
sketch. I
that's
wish
stupid.
that the pre-release kit came with just
Yes,
like
a generic leader that anybody could use. Nothing like too crazy or good, but like
hey,
it
thank you
came
for the
with
sub,
a
Jackamore.
hey, nice. Something that's like, oh, here is a leader in case you don't pull any, and it's generically fine.
But
And
see, the thing is, they cannot
perfect.
make a leader because they have to follow what exists in Japan.
Well, I'm saying that's what they should have done in Japan. They should have just
Oh,
done people. They should
I
have
don't
done
think
that.
they do the pre-releases
They
in
don't.
Japan the same
I
way.
don't think they
Yeah, I
do.
don't know if they do them at all.
I don't think they do it at all either.
Okay,
But
we're way behind in chat here, so let's see.
Antsie's a little laggy. What do you
You are a
mean?
little laggy, but it's clearing up now. But you were for a while there. That's the thing. People
Oh,
saying they're
weird.
investing by flipping stuff at 3 times because they don't like being called scalpers. Listen, I do this. It's really hard. I walk this weird fine line where my business is exactly what you're describing, and how I justify it, right, is I'm extraordinarily upfront about everything. So what people will do is they're like, "Yo, I'll buy this for $40 right now," and the other person doesn't realize it's worth 120, and then or that they're like they don't know that it's going to spike up in price. I tell people, I'm like, I'm reluctant to trade this because I know
True.
it's going to go up. Or I'm like, I'm flipping this. I'm buying it at 60% of its value, and if you don't want to sell it to me for that reason, that's fine. And that's kind of where I'm like, there are so many people. I feel like as long as you're being upfront about, hey, I am trying to make money here. I'm buying these cards at less than their face value to sell them at their face value because that is how a business works. Then you're fine, right? But I'm definitely with you on the people that are like, oh, I'll buy every product known to man so that nobody can play. And then I will sell them at ungodly high prices to exclusively collectors. Like, I definitely understand it's lame.
Yeah, well, I mean that's gonna be the thing that too. A lot like this is not the first time it's happened with Bandai games. Like this is a
It'll
very
happen with Battle
it,
Spirits.
it happens every single game. It
Fun
happened with
fact, if
Digimon.
you're
It happened with
interested,
Dragon
I
Ball.
signed up for the Battle Spirits super pre-release.
Did you really?
Yep.
You're wild.
I'm not gonna play Battle Spirits, but if you guys want to, you know where to find it.
They are starting to release cards from that game,
Yeah.
and a lot of their arts, honestly, I'm kind of
The
here.
art
Like,
is cool.
like it's more generic. Like it just has the character and then just like a really generic background, like
Yeah.
whatever. But honestly, like the fact you have such a diverse cast of characters from like different IPs, I'm just like I'm there for it. Like it's a really cool. It's Weiss Schwartz, but like Bandai's hands. So it's like I'm very excited to see what they're
I
gonna do with
hate
it.
White Schwartz.
I
find that
think
game
Weiss
so
Schwartz
boring.
is a big appeal to me. With has like the fact there's so many cool IP. You can play Toy Story,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
you
I
can't-
fucking hate Toy Story, Anthony.
That's
So
you hate Toy Story.
yeah, I do. Fun
The
fact.
entire movie franchise.
Yep, 1
All
through
right.
15, however
So
many
if
there
I
are,
start
they suck.
the Twitter hashtag cancel Max, we all gonna jump on that, right? You're a psycho.
All right. Well, we are way behind in chat, so we're gonna blitz through this stuff. Because
You
that's
actually
what we always do.
you're not trolling me.
I'm
You
not
actually
trolling you. I do not enjoy Toy Story. Like, not even the first one is okay at best, and every other one sucks ass.
You know,
So-
I just don't normally respect your opinion on movies, but like that's a little much.
My
because,
toys
like,
come to life.
You're actually
Yeah.
a psychopath. You're actually the craziest man I know.
Yeah, lots of shady people. That's like investing. Blah blah blah. Wait. So why is law good for this? Okay, we're gonna pivot to the law conversation the moment we're done reading chat because that's a big conversation. Bandai even theoretically printed too much in sets one. It was impossible to tell what the demand would be, and it still sold out. And so yeah, it sold out immediately. Heat not bad at all, and just fair. Both sides talk as owner as a player. I guess that's fair because I do have that. Just honestly, Jeremy V wants me to start a vlog where I talk about the game both from a store owner and a player's perspective, for full transparency, so people stop getting screwed by their stores. And it's definitely an interesting concept. So they're adapting for OPO2 onwards? Yes, they're adapting for OPO2 onwards. I don't think you're going to start Heat as long as you explain this is what could happen if I forget XYZ. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Bandai doesn't care enough about draft to create draft sets, but they could do it. They should do it. I want to play draft. Draft is the only way I played MTG. Yeah, that's because MTG sucks, though. So, I heard starters are getting a reprint in May, but nothing yet for set 1. Starters are definitively getting a reprint. I know that because I was offered a chance to buy the reprinted starters, and I said no because I still have starters on back order, and those should be coming out of the reprints. And if they don't, according to my distributor, if they don't, I'm going to be mad. You could also make a one-piece cube. That would be dope. That would be really cool, actually, Anthony. Really cool. We should make a one-piece cube.
We could make a One Piece cube, and
what's
the problem is there's no draft rule. There's no draft rules.
Make them. That's easy. That's the easiest
thing
in the world.
I guess you could.
There's no color restriction. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's the same as
I wish there's so many ways they could have done pre-releases. Yeah, they just kind of picked the wrong way.
I think it's I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
You know what? That's what it is. It's not that's a bad way. It's just that
better.
You know, other ways they could have done it that are just better than the way they got. Like it is what it is.
What's draft? Draft is a format in card games where everyone gets a certain number of packs, and we all take turns opening a pack, taking a card from it, putting it into our pile, and passing the pack to the left or right, and we go back and forth with which way we pass it until we have pulled every card out of the pack. Then we do the same thing with the next pack, pass it the other way, and we build a deck out of the cards we've pulled. So you need to not only be good at deck building, you need to know the set very well, and you need to have the foresight to know, oh, I want to draft this card both to give it to myself or to prevent other people from getting it. It's an entirely separate mindset that's a ton of fun, honestly. Ant seems a little laggy. We already talked about that. Anytime you want to draft, set a date, I'll be there. Ooh. Okay, I might do a big One Piece draft again. Mini leaders just for the release. They doing mini cards for the jump mag. Mini cards for the jump mag? I haven't seen that. Do you have any pre-order slots left? Matt, I'm sorry, I do not. Feel free to message Sassy Satellite on Facebook, and I will add you to a wish list. And if I ever get the chance to have excess, like a pre-order gets canceled, because I actually did have someone cancel pre-orders on me, and I have filled that up. But if something falls through, I will let you know.
My spot for pre-release is there too, or is already in there.
God damn it! Did he just say that Toy Story is the literal soul of a child? Wild. Well, what's your favorite childhood movie then? Toy Story 4 is such a banger? Samuel, you might be getting fucking banned, bro.
Fun fact, I have not seen the 4th movie.
I don't know if I have either.
I
saw 1 through 3 and I was like, I don't even want to watch the 4th.
You're wild.
What's my favorite childhood movie?
I wouldn't call Toy Story my favorite childhood movie, but I would never call it bad ever. Like that's a phenomenal movie.
See, here's the problem with that question. Does the movie have to be in the genre of children's movies for it to be my favorite childhood movie? Because I was shown a lot of fucked up shit at way too young an age. Because
that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like I was raised on like Pulp Fiction in diapers. Like it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but not that far of an exaggeration. Like
yeah. I mean, if you guys
Weiss is great, only other card game I play. It's fine. I'm not a big fan of the mechanics of the game in comparison to other trading.
I don't like the mechanics. I just like the fact that it's like multiple IPs kind of just slammed together.
Cubes are good, but you need 4 to 5 sets to do it. Not necessarily.
Nah, you can do it with one or 2 sets and it'd be fine.
Once we get to set 3, I think cube is the way to go.
I think cube is it's much more possible.
Obviously. Duck cube, where every card is a 1-drop 3K, and that is the cube. I like it. I like it. For draft rules, you could have regular draft packs, and then you could have like a leader pack. Oh, or have it so every pack includes a leader. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. You can make a color restriction and then do leader packs when more leaders are out. They just have to be first. 4 is genuinely incredible, though. Actually phenomenal. All right, Samuel, I'm going to fucking trust you, and I'm going to watch Toy Story 4. And I
Toy Story 4
swear to fucking
is good
God,
from what I
Samuel,
saw.
I swear to God, if Toy Story 4 is bad, I'm going to do an entire not One Piece themed stream at all of just me ranting about how much I hate Toy Story. So be ready for
Dude,
that.
please don't do that. Please, Lord God, don't even Samuel. Don't even please. Because your standards for what good makes a good movie are so ridiculous.
They're high. They're high.
They're really high and also sometimes random. So it's like
random. They are
it's
objective. They are
objective.
objective.
Then you
as
should like
fuck.
Toy Story.
No, Toy Story is objectively mid.
No, it's objectively good. You've seen Toy Story 3 though, right?
Yes.
That movie's
Is that the
amazing.
one with the bear?
Yeah.
That shit sucks so hard, dude.
God, dude,
The
I
bear
don't think
is
I'm gonna get over.
he banishes the new toys to the infant room where they get played with too roughly.
But it's about growing up, and you're an idiot. and your attachment to your childhood never. You are insane, man. You can't. I don't understand. How is this the first time this has come up?
I don't think it is.
Dude, there's no way I'd move past. Oh, I don't like Toy Story. You're insane, man.
It's super mediocre at best, bro. I'm not that big on children's movies, though, to be fair. Like, they need to be bomb-ass children's movies for me to enjoy them. Like, an example...
terrible.
Yeah, he did. He really did ruin it for me. Like, for example, I like Hercules.
Hercules is
That's
awesome.
good. I like
so
The Lion King.
But Hercules objectively is way worse than Toy Story.
That's just not true.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag
Wild,
cancel Max. God damn it.
Yep.
I
there it
love
is.
how
Let's start it.
the number of viewers since we've started talking about exclusively children's movies has been steadily going up. As opposed, I was
really
expecting
funny.
to lose people as we drifted
you
away
say
from
something-
One Piece.
They're
Yeah,
trying to say the forest fire.
everyone's telling everyone else, yo, this guy shit on Toy Story. We all gotta gang up on him in chat.
That's what I would do.
Oh my god. All right,
Jesus
let's
Christ.
talk about Law because that was requested.
Oh, can we? That'd be great.
Yeah, we can, I
love
guess.
I love that.
All right, and
too.
can you do me a favor and build
Show
me
my
your...
list?
Oh, I was just gonna say build it for me on my thing.
Sure, I'll build it for you right now.
All right, so red, green.
Yep.
So we're running... Hurry the fuck up, Sim! There it is.
Jesus Christ.
Boom. So we're running that. We're running 4 Tama.
Yeah,
We're running
4
4
Tama.
Nami.
Mm-hmm.
You're running...
No Robin.
Yeah, I know that.
2 Zoro, 4 Vista, 4 Dodon.
2 Zoro. 4 Vista. 4...
I'm doing this by
How
memory
many
right now, so-
Makino?
Oh,
Makino?
3.
3 Makino? Where the fuck is Dodon? There she is. Okay, and then how many 5-drop Luffy? 2?
Yep.
Okay. And then, I know you probably have 2 Izo in there, right?
No.
Oh, you took it out. Okay.
There's
any
no
Momos?
there's no Viper or no Momos, no Wano packages anymore. Because
How many 5-drop Law that is not in the starter deck? 4?
what? Oh, the OPO
5-drop,
1?
yeah, OPO 1 Law.
Yeah, 4, of course.
And then 2 starter deck Law?
3.
3 starter deck Law. Okay. You are like straight
Mhm.
obsessed with that card. 4 Bonnie.
I'm obsessed with that card. That card's amazing.
4 Beige.
Yeah, 4 Bonnie, 4 Beige.
Any other 2K counters?
Oh,
you run at least 1 X-Drake.
Yes, I run 1 X-Drake, and there's 4 Brook in the deck.
4 Brook, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're missing 7 cards. Also, I'm pretty sure you have Wise Law good for the pre-release. Oh. Well, we're going to finish this, and then I'll tell them why Law is good for the pre-release.
3 drop pistol.
3 4-drop? 3 3-drop pistol. What are you, fucking insane? 3 4-drop jet pistol.
3 4 drop pistol, yes.
You
That's what
said
I said.
you said 3 3-drop pistol. First of all, there's only 1 pistol. You don't have to specify a cost.
I my slipped. I was not.
OPO 2 Brook is incredible in red green.
Brook's always been really good, but yes,
Brook's a solid card.
Just the thing is that you don't longer need other. You don't need
missing a
should run Izo, but
play set of 1 card.
You got the 4 Vista here. Let me.
Oh, is it Chopper? Is it for Tony Chopper?
Yes, it's 4 Chopper.
Okay. So first
And
of all,
there's one extra, right? You put in
yeah, I
one
got
extra.
the one extra. We're at 51.
Okay.
So, okay, why is Law good for the pre-release? Because Law's ability very specifically says return one of your characters to your hand, then play up to one character with a cost 5 or less of a different color from your
Yeah,
hand.
that's
So you
every
can
single color.
use so basically if you're playing Law, your entire draft can just be the best 5 drops that are in your, or you're not drafting, but you can basically just pull the best top end out of every pack you pull and cheat it into play really easily with Law. And that's why I think Law would be decent for sealed.
And another thing too is that because set 2 is riddled with one drop support, like we have Machinos, you have your the bandits, you have the ability to cheat in one drops because you have like it's consistent. You don't have to worry about like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to build up a board. Like, yes, set 2 is phenomenally easy to build up a board, and you have Vista, and you just have so many tools with Law and pre-release that like because it says any different color too, it's just that's broken.
Yeah.
Like that's not fair.
Samuel was not talking about set 1 Brook, which we should have realized when he said OPO2 Brook is incredible.
Oh, OPO2 Brook is fine.
So, real quick sidebar, this is very much so, and I'm not saying it's bad, Anthony's Law list. It's not necessarily how I would run it, and I do like the film engine. Continue.
Saying some
If
words.
you pull a ton of 1, 2, and 5 drops, you'll be solid. Yes, you do need some good low end to get to the 4 out there.
Yeah, you do need some decent low end, but
like
honestly,
you need to pull correctly. You need to pull correctly for it to be Law. But if your pulls are good, Law is a great way to go. And if it's not Law, Kid is a great way to go. And if you pull Whitebeard, Whitebeard's a great way to go.
Yep. I think you gotta be a little careful with Whitebeard because you don't have that the protection of unless you pull 9 drop, but like you don't have the protection of like your 1 drop 4K counters.
Well, the thing about Whitebeard is that the
geez.
entire stage beard deck is fucking commons and uncommons basically and rares.
Oh, true.
So you could get like Moby Dick's a common, King Du's a common, Atlas is a common, Thatch is a common, Squad's an uncommon, Vista's a rare, Josu's a rare, Marco's a rare. So like you just have so much potential to pull pure gas Whitebeard cards and steamroll with stage beard. I'm back. Welcome back, Watman. I wouldn't run Film Engine, but I'd run Brook. But that's also considering you might want to play Robin over Vista with Brook. Well, yeah, Vista is really important for sure.
Vista is just better than Robin for Law specifically because on plays are better than swinging, especially with the Law effect, and because now we have such an emphasis on Zoro matchup. Like you need the removal like instantly compared to Robin where you have to wait the turn and then they swing into it too. That's also annoying. Vista is just straight up better than Robin for Law in my opinion. Like for every,
honestly, Vista's kind of better than Robin.
It's just in general,
statement.
Honestly.
Robin has fallen off a lot to the point where a lot of like we see Zoro decks top that
don't even run Robin. Yeah, they run Vista instead of Robin.
What's a One Piece character that you'd like to see as a leader, and what would their effect be? Okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and say Shanks because he hasn't gotten a leader yet.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Nice try.
No, he didn't. It doesn't exist. So I'm going to go ahead and say Shanks would be my preferred leader.
Buggy. I'm just trying to think of this other. I mean, Buggy or Usopp, but it's Buggy for me.
You know it's Buggy.
I really would enjoy an Usopp.
Okay. Shanks is not my actual answer, but I'm curious. I will tell my answer. What would the effect of Buggy be, Anthony?
Good question. It was depending what the rest of what color it is and what deck it would.
What color would it be?
Like in an ideal world, I mean, it would be blue because it's really hard to avoid it being blue. There's so much blue, like 7 Warlords and all that stuff.
Ooh,
but I would
green Shanks with more films.
I would really like something that deals with body parts. I don't know who I was talking to about it, but there were cards in the deck that said like this is like it's Buggy's arm, Buggy's like. You not assembling like you win off of it, but like assembling pieces to do something funny. I would like that because it's more in flavor. Like where
I would want Buggy to be like a fucking 4 life, 4,000 power leader.
Okay.
With like, but like it can't be damaged by slash characters or leaders. And like just
neat.
And then like some kind of like
so
stupid meme effect, like just straight. Not even anything like crazy meta relevant, just straight troll it up. And then make
I
it
would
like a
like
dual
that.
color leader, like blue green buggy. I could get with that.
I can get with that. I can
Blue
vibe. I can vibe
purple,
with
blue
blue purple will be
purple
sweet.
for
I can vibe with
spoilery
like
reasons.
yeah, I would vibe with
Muggy ball.
honestly anything. He's like Buggy is such a also he's in red now too, so it's like I
So
wouldn't mind
Lucky Lou
anything.
said X Drake Black and Green Sword Supernova. I would fucking adore any
I just
sword black green leader. X Drake
that'd be
being
cool.
sword supernova is really cool.
You could do a lot more with that.
I don't care about the supernova as much as I do sword and navy, and I'd sooner see a
Yeah.
Kuzan leader that was black green that was sword navy personally.
Hmm.
Purple green Shanks with more film synergy. Purple anything Shanks. Purple red probably
I
more
think
like.
something would be kind of cool in concept would be a leader like Ace, would be like where you have events kind of counters, stages, just do like other stuff. Like and it's like, oh, we remove the the leader says something like, "Oh, anything that says specific keyword is now removed in all
Mhm.
for only stages." So like you can run Onigashima, you could run other stages that do different effects and then counter with them, so they're not dead in your hand.
Right.
And like something, or even something that says like, "Oh, I can run 2 stages at once while you do this." That would be like I'm not saying it'd be good. It'd be interesting to see what people would do with that. Like that'd be cool. Um, but then you also think something like, "Oh, I can use any color stages for it to even like think about working because there's not enough stages." Um,
Right.
like you can't use a Big Mom stage, even though that stage I want that stage to be good, but it's bad. I read it wrong.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
So
'Cause it
I
actually
like
should-
the Buggy can rest himself. Instead of attacking, he gains immunity to the first attack next turn because he's a defensive coward.
I like that.
That's
I,
good.
I feel like there's so many ways you can do like Usopp too. Like there's so many ways you
Okay,
can make them
listen,
funny.
these are all great ideas, right? But we all know the leader that we need the most, he DC'd, is Karoo. We need Duck Tribal, we need the Duck Squadron.
Oh my god, yeah, the Duck
And
Squadron deck. Yeah.
we need either a Karoo leader or a Vivi leader
Well, actually,
with
there's a
the
really good
Duck
chance.
Squadron.
Well, Set 4 is gonna be based in Alabasta, so there's a
I
really good
know.
chance
We might
we're gonna get
actually
all that
fucking
stuff.
get it. I don't think we will though, but could you
No,
imagine?
but that I mean, I wouldn't be
I wouldn't be
surprised if
that
we got a VV
surprised.
leader. If we
Because
got a VV leader, I'm there.
if we get a VV leader, we should get Duck Tribal. Come on, we should get a Duck Squadron. I want to
I
see
just
more
want
leaders with
anything more
trade-offs
Duck.
like Whitebeard. Yeah, I want to see more. Whitebeard's a really good
Yeah.
step in the right direction, I think. Like Iceberg too. Iceberg can't attack, but its effect is really strong.
Yes,
That's a
I
huge
like.
trade-off.
I think Iceberg is a really interesting deck.
Other
I
buggy
wish I
effect
saw more
I'd
play.
like would be similar to giving the first counter character you throw a plus 2,000. That's interesting.
Or
Reduction
something
cost
like
plus resting and popping rested is full gas. Yeah, that's
like
true.
something like where Hercule from Dragon Ball Super, where he was like a little bit lower, but every time he comboed, he drew 2. Or something like that. I think it was like vanilla central. I don't remember what the condition was to draw. Like
I remember that's right when I stopped playing. I remember what you're
yeah,
talking
I
about.
can't remember.
It was
It's been a
something you
while.
drew to. Yeah,
You draw another card when you combo for the first time, or something stupid. I don't remember.
doesn't
But
matter. Fuck that game.
something like that would be interesting. There's so many ideas you can because the game is so new.
set 3 is just immaculate from a design perspective. I think we're going in such a good direction
Yeah,
of getting a plethora of unique and interesting effects. Because there's no bad decks out of set, or no bad like boring leaders out of set 3. They're just all
set 3
amazing.
has every leader. Oh no, Kuro.
No, Kuro's great. I love Kuro.
Yeah, but he's kind of bad. Like he's the only leader I'm kind of like. It's kind of like not worth mentioning.
I don't think I agree, honestly.
I don't think he topped once.
Yeah, he has.
Has he?
I
think
didn't he? Top,
Iceberg has topped like once or twice.
Didn't he top the thing I sent you?
No,
No, he didn't.
Maybe?
He topped somewhere.
I couldn't tell you.
Maybe it
Kuro
was-
is just kind of disappointing.
I mean, even still, he's unique, which is all I really care about. You know what I mean? Like, because not every leader, I'm not trying to say every leader is good in the sense that every leader is meta viable, just good in the sense of well designed. I also love Arlong, who is not very meta viable, but is extremely funly designed, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction. I just think the execution was.
No, I
a little
think the
bit more
execution
designed.
on Kuro and Arlong is fine, because you can't have every leader be busted. Like, it just can't happen.
You can.
No, it won't happen. It's just impossible to design a
you
game like that. It
can.
doesn't exist.
It's not
I'm
the.
gonna miss the close-up
But
face
I think the
alt art leaders, but
biggest.
the new ones look damn sexy. I like these so much more. I'm not gonna
I
miss the old
really.
ones at all.
I don't know about if I like them more, but I do like them. I don't
Look
like
at
all of
this
them. I don't know.
Arlong.
Then again, I always say that, and then it's like, hey, remember like how you can like name a leader and tell me which one's bad looking in set 3, and I was like, why can't I? Like,
The
like
only one I'm not crazy about is the Nami. This is the one.
I really like the Nami.
I don't like. That's the only
Oh
one.
wow,
I like every single other one. I love Black Yellow Big Mom, which is not
Black
here
Yellow Big
for
Mom
some
is
reason.
gorgeous. Katakuri's gorgeous. Lucci's gorgeous. Ace is good looking.
I like literally every single one except for Nami.
That's insane to me. Because I really like that one. Like, that's a phenomenal
There's something about the
one.
way her head and face is drawn that just doesn't resonate for me.
Let's see. Kuro is good looking.
Oh, I like Kuro's a
I was-
lot. Him adjusting his glasses with his palm, it's such a good nod.
That's true. That looks nice. I'm not sure if I like the iceberg one that much.
I mean, I like
This
the
is-
ice.
it's
It's
fine.
fine. Like, what would
It's
you?
fine.
What you? There's not really much you can do with iceberg.
You can't do much. You really can't do much.
Like,
with
it's
it.
fine for the character he is. You
I
know?
really like the Nami one. I think it looks sick as hell.
Ace Best Leader Set 3. It's up there. It's really good.
I actually found a someone posted on Twitter a tier list for set 3, and I was like, you know what? I'm vibe with this tier list a lot.
Thank you, Recanted Forger.
I think it's a really good tier list to refer to as of right now. And I can send it, but
No, we'll make our own.
I'm
That'll
more
be our
curious.
next stream is we'll make our own.
Yeah, I'm more
as we always
curious
do.
as to what you would guess it was, more than it like you Max. I want to know what you would guess what the predicted
Oh, okay.
tier list
Okay.
is.
Do you
and
have
then
it
me
up?
just destroy it. I have it on my phone.
Okay. Is it all leaders or is it specifically
No. Oh, good question. Let me
set
check.
3 leaders? Because that's
it's all leaders, but I don't think they're.
it doesn't include ones that are completely irrelevant.
Yeah, except for like one.
Okay.
or two.
Are what are the numbers or letters of tiers and how many are there? Because that changes my guess.
God 0 tier SAB question mark.
Wait, okay, so there's God tier, and then there's also
Like
S.
S plus S A B and then like a question mark at the end.
So
don't know.
okay, S plus S A B. S plus is Whitebeard,
Yes.
and I'm willing to bet it's the only thing in S plus because it's the only deck that warrants the creation of an S plus tier, in my opinion.
Correct.
S tier.
And I agree 100%.
Bro, Boss Jinbei and Arlong cards would be wild. Sun Pirates. I love the Arlong art art. That'd be cool. Hold on, I'm gonna Fisher Tiger Leader. Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that
That'd
down
be
the line.
sweet.
There's so much stuff we need. There's
There's
much.
so much because One Piece is such a huge world.
Oh, we do need a Blackbeard leader. Real fucking bad.
We desperately need a Blackbeard leader. Like that's the leader that deserves it because it's in like sets.
Well,
with, like
here's the thing though,
and then
is
never getting.
I think they're holding
stupid.
Blackbeard until he has an actual conflict in the show. You know what I mean?
Jesus,
Because he hasn't really been doing much right now.
Okay,
Okay, S
I
tier.
agree.
I'm gonna say. So I have to guess not only what's in there, but how many decks are in there.
Sure, but I'll even give you a hint that 2 decks, like decks can be in between tiers, like they're like right in between.
Okay, so if I get one of those decks, you'll just have to give it to me because I'm not gonna guess
Sure.
that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess in S tier, you will find Ace, Lucci, Black Yellow Big Mom.
Okay.
And
Oh, is that it?
No, I'm looking through to see.
Okay. You're pretty close.
I'm thinking Katakuri might also be an S.
Okay. And is that your final answer?
I also think there's a chance that Nami is in the SA mid.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No. I agree. All right. So you want me to tell you?
Hold on. I'm just trying to think. And there's also Zoro and Kinemon might be in the SA, but I'm going to put them in the A. So that's where I'm at. Those are the leaders. That's where I'm at.
So you were right about Ace and Lucci.
Yep.
And you were right about Nami being in one of the in-between. So that was really good. Black Yellow Big Mom is not in it.
Surprising. Very surprising.
Yes, I'm also surprised by that. It's the only one I'm like, I think it would be in the SA middle.
I think it should be an S, personally. I think that deck is really gross. But
and you have
at
one
very
more,
least it should be SA.
and you had Zoro was one of the in-betweens. So it's
I almost
Ace,
said that too,
Lucci.
but I was
Yeah,
just putting it in A.
Nami is in between and Zoro's in between.
Oh,
and that's-
Katakuri's not there at all.
Katakuri is not there at all.
So he's in A.
Yeah. Yes, he is
Um,
an A.
okay. Is Iceberg an A?
Iceberg is one of the leaders not listed at all.
Ooh,
Um,
that's a little surprising.
that I'm a little surprised.
I'd put him in B personally, but I'd put him there.
I would
Um,
probably put him in B also. Yeah,
so
maybe like C, but they
I'd
don't have a
also
C. So.
probably put Kinemon in. I'm trying to guess someone else's tier list. I might
Yeah.
after we're done with this, we might do our own tier list, and then we'll probably cap the stream there. Here, you know what? Ant? Go ahead and finish reading off their tier list because we'll make our own after that.
Sure. So it's S plus is Whitebeard, Ace and Lucci is S, like we said. Nami and Zoro are in between. Katakuri is A, like we said. Kinemon is an A.
Yep.
Then
Called that.
Kaido's in between A and B. Then B is Z, Law, and Kid. And the question mark is Black Yellow Big Mom, Blue Croc, Red Luffy, and Green. Why am I blanking? We just were talking about him. Crow? No, that's not. What the hell's his name?
Katakuri?
No, the guy who's not doing. Is that 3 Green? What the hell's his name?
Kuro.
Did I say Kuro? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, Kuro. Yes. Then he is also in question mark, and that's it. I think the only one. No. Actually, that's. I think I'm fairly. I'm almost 100% with this list, like or this tier list. Like I'm just like I'm almost there.
I think Black Yellow Big Mom deserves.
I think Black Yellow Big Mom deserves to be on the list somewhere. I think Katakuri. I don't know. I think Katakuri is a little bit weirder to put in A, but I also don't think it deserves. I think Nami is like near perfect place.
Normally we'd rank every leader. I think we're getting to the point where I'm going to start leaving ones out that I don't think should be there.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, I like how your stream was called set Whitebeard set testing, and just quickly just not became that.
I mean, that's where it was for a while.
Why not just pull a tier list and it'll be easy to track? I can show you what they have. I can put it up on Discord, like share screen.
Yeah, go ahead and put it up on Discord, I guess. Or,
Oh wait, I need to
send me a picture of it and I'll put it up.
Yeah, that's easier because I can do it through my phone.
Why not
that
just
way.
pull up the tier list and it'll be easier to track?
Give me a sec.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's on Twitter, so you can find it there, but I don't remember. I can't credit the person who actually made it because I forgot who it was. But I saw this and I had to save it because I was like, you know what? I agree with like 99% of this. Like it's a pretty good tier list, based on what we current have knowledge of. Very
Kuro
early.
is like a green Rush deck and red still owns Rush, so unless you get God draws, you're better off playing stronger colors. I don't know. Kuro's got a lot of removal that makes it decent into Whitebeard. Krieg is really good into Whitebeard.
I don't think it's good enough is my problem, and I think
I'm not necessarily saying it is.
Yeah, I like the new logo. It's quite nice.
Thank
well,
you.
I mean,
I appreciate that.
Appreciate the new logo. I mean, we had to change it. We had no choice.
Yeah. Apparently, our old logo was associated with some like alt-right racist groups, and we are certainly not that manner. And we didn't know that when the logo was made years ago. But
I was not part of it.
Once we found out, I wasn't about keeping it. You know.
Yeah, I couldn't argue to keep it at that point, and I didn't love it anyways. I'm not super in love with the new logo, but like, it's better.
I love the new logo. It's our pirate flag. Django is super funny, and I love him. Yeah,
fine. It's fine. Like I enjoy it exists. I just don't love it more than the old one, and I also I liked the idea I had way more, but we couldn't use that. So
I like this more than anything, honestly. I think this is sweet. It's our Jolly Roger for the Moon Men. That's both super funky and hilarious how that could happen. It
is pretty funny.
It was really wild. It was really wild.
I mean,
we didn't know it. We super didn't know. Someone called us out on Facebook really hardcore.
Yeah, so I remember when I became a moderator for
Jags group. One Piece Card Game Community.
One Piece Card Game Community group on Facebook. Someone Jag announced it on the page, and someone
commented, "You mean Anthony of the Moon Men with the alt-right racist logo?"
And I was like, fuck?
Yeah, and
then he linked an article.
Yeah, a really bad article.
Yeah, he linked an article
3 paragraphs
explaining
long.
where he got it, and the article was terrible. And at the bottom of the article, it really like the last set like
The article was 3 paragraphs long, and the third paragraph said, and also a lot of groups use this logo that are not alt-right racist assholes.
Yeah,
so make sure you check. Like,
yeah, like his own article that he posted discredited him.
yeah, it was really
But
funny.
the fact that like
The fact that it even exists is like,
yeah, we
whatever. I'll
we
make
had
a
to
new
do something
logo.
about
It's
it.
not a big
It
deal.
just took forever for us to decide on what is decent and have it be made and implement it in the. Like, it just took a while.
I don't think I meant to include Sakazuki in this, but oh well, he's here now.
But it was really funny. Like, I got a chuckle out of it. I was like, man, this guy's nothing else better to do.
Yeah, right.
Look up. Nothing
So,
against him. Like, good
I'm
for you for
thinking
picking up
Zoro
on
and A. How you feel about that?
it. Zoro and A is fine.
Here, we'll just put Whitebeard up there real fast because that's really easy.
Yeah, Whitebeard is
Law, I'm
back
feeling
in the
B.
game right now.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's really done anything yet.
No,
Kinemon,
I
I'm
feel like
feeling
you
A.
will. I feel like Law is always the deck that like at
Law
first,
has a chance to figure out how to
never-
build like it always does, but I'm
Yeah,
not
and
that
then when it gets
confident in it
there-
anymore because Whitebeard is just so good. I doubt this one
I
is
don't
going to
know.
give you the same issues. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. I'd hope not.
physically impossible, I imagine.
Ivankov, the C. I guess nothing, right?
I would put
Z.
it.
Where would you put Ivankov?
I would put it in like low B, but I don't even know if I'd give it that, to be honest.
I think I want to keep it in C for now. It just
We'll keep it
doesn't-
in C and see how the rest of it shapes up.
Z, I also want to put in C. Basically, C is in my head the meta decks of the previous set that I do not think have a chance of holding up, even if they're solved. B is the meta decks of the previous set that could get solved and be meta. A is off tier, S is the tier, S plus is Whitebeard, and D is where I'm going to put Sakazuki because I did not mean to include him.
Yeah.
So basically, C is meta decks of the past that I don't think are coming back. B is our decks that have potential if they get solved properly, and A is off meta. That's kind of where my mind is at, and that's why I'm putting Smoker in A.
Smoker in A. Yeah, no, fair enough. I can buy
think
that.
Ace and
It
S.
tops. It
I
tops
think,
a lot.
I think Kuro in A, but I would stand
Kuro
by
in-
B.
Nah, I think it's at B at best.
I mean, I'll take it for the moment, only because it's a deck that needs to get proven, and that's kind of how we're defining B.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of faith in Kuro. Arlong is
See,
another
I
B for
don't.
me. Arlong. Oh, thank you for the follow, Silly Moore.
Silly
Arlong.
more.
Yeah, that's a great name.
That's a
Arlong,
great name.
actually, fun fact, Arlong is kind of stupid, and let me tell you why, right? So, I was talking to Dan, right? And he was like, oh yeah, so you use Arlong's effect turn 2 like you would Doflamingo's effect, right? Like you go first, you use Arlong, and you can play fucking Cracker.
I don't even remember what Cracker did.
Cracker's Dawn ×1. If you have less life than your opponent, he gets double attack and plus 1,000 power. So you're a 4-life leader
Oh,
that
'cause you
cheats
trigger.
this into play with a 7k swing on your second turn.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's like, it's nifty. And that's the kind of thing. Arlong has these nifty lines that I could see going somewhere eventually. It's just not there yet. It's the kind of thing where someone might figure it out later. It's just
I
not
don't
a
know.
right now thing. It
When
also
you're a
is yellow,
life leader,
but
when
it's
you're a 4-life
yellow.
leader, you have to. Yeah, but even if you're a 4-life leader, you have to be very careful as to what, unless you're like Black Yellow Big Mom, who doesn't care
Right,
because
but
you have the ability to heal.
See, but Black Yellow Big Mom, it's not that it doesn't care because it has the ability to heal. It doesn't care because it just runs the big moms and the Isho,
I
right?
guess. True.
And but this multicolor leader is also yellow. So no, you don't have Isho, and Isho's amazing, and that's a huge deal. But you do have 10-drop and
huge.
7-drop Big Mom.
And
right?
8-drop kid if you really need it.
And 8-drop kit if you really need it, although that's kind of bad. What website are you looking at
Yeah.
all the cards on? It is onepiececardgame.dev. I will link it in the Twitch chat because it is the best site. Please support it.
Yeah, please do. We're not sponsored by it at all, but like, please
Join Twitch today.
it.
What do you mean? I'm the one streaming.
Yo, get fucked.
What the fuck? All right, and send that shit in Twitch chat.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I got it.
Why? That's so weird that it won't let me respond to chat in the chat. So yeah, because the thing about Arlong is it's got really good plays early, and it can then follow up with 7-drop and 10-drop Big Mom for heals, you know? And it does have access to Soul Focus. Thank you.
Soul Focus is sweet.
Nobody is running it though.
Not in Black Yellow Big Mom, but in normal Yellow Big Mom you can run it.
Yeah, normally Yellow Big Mom, it's silly.
Yeah, but I like Soul Focus in that deck.
Nami,
think
I
yellow-
throw A tier, maybe even
Honestly,
S on it.
I think Nami belongs at the bottom of S tier.
Yeah, we did it.
The more I see decks coming out of the
It's
woodworks,
not bad.
It's because my problem with Nami was that it doesn't have any draw engines and everything.
It
But
has a ton
it
of
does,
draw.
but no. I'm sorry, it doesn't have a way to plus. So you're not drawing whatever.
Yeah,
but
it
you
does.
have, see, you have Kabuchi, you have Mochi, which is one of my favorite
Moji
combos in the game.
Kabuchi, Sanji's
And-
Pilaf,
You have Sanji Pilaf,
Overheat, your
Overheat to bounce your Kaya's back.
Yeah, or your Kabuchis, dude.
Or Kabuchis. The second I saw that combo, I was like,
No,
oh,
fun fact,
this
in
is
my
sweet as hell.
original Nami build, when I was first testing it, one of my big things I was trying to test was overheating Kaya, because I thought that was fucking stupid. And sure enough, and Untap takes forever to load, so fuck it.
I just
But
think
sure
the
enough, that
deck-
like literally makes the deck.
Yeah, I think the way the deck is built is just so unique and interesting and cool that I now took any chance I had of saying Nami's not that good. And I was like, you know what? Nami's pretty damn
It's just
good.
solitaire. You're just playing with yourself.
Yeah, like I like that.
Yeah.
Who doesn't, right?
Iceberg, I feel like A tier, right? Like I wouldn't
Iceberg?
put Iceberg above Zoro or Kinemon.
Bottom of A tier at best.
Oh, I think it belongs in A. I don't know about B with these trash.
Well, I wouldn't put it in B, but I wouldn't put it at top of A or even mid of A.
Oh, no. I was just saying A tier.
I'm saying
Lucci is S. I also
Lucci's S.
wasn't ordering these necessarily, although I could be. Although I
mean,
think
it's not
overall
hard.
I agree with the order already. I just made one quick change, but I'm kind of there.
would
Black,
you
yellow,
put
big.
Lucci above Ace.
I
or would
put
you put Ace
I
above
put
Lucci?
Lucci above Ace, and I put Koro above Law.
Okay.
Black, yellow, big mom, I would put in S tier personally. I'd put it right above Nami, but below Ace. I do believe it belongs in S tier. Where's my boy Blue Purple Croc at? D tier.
That deck will just never.
You can
be
play
good, I
Nami.
promise.
You can
Just
just
play
play
Nami.
Nami.
Yeah, just play Nami.
Literally, your entire. I hate Blue Purple Croc, right? And you guys can play whatever you want. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I hate Blue Croc.
But the
you do you.
entire reason to play Blue Purple Croc now exists in Nami.
Yeah, Nami's just better.
Just play Nami.
And I feel like Blue
Please.
Purple Croc already now has a really bad matchup into Nami, and now it's like
Not only that, but Blue Purple Croc, any chance it had of being good in set 2, I think got completely squashed by Whitebeard. What does it do into Whitebeard? It does nothing.
yeah, you just kind of lose.
You know something's bad when it's not even on the list? Yeah, I left a lot of stuff off the list. We're just getting to hate Big Oof. I don't like stall as a general rule of thumb. The only reason I like Nami is alt win cons are cool. Like stalling
should
into
also
an alt win
do-
con is good.
We should do a set 2 tier list at some point.
We'll do that night. I might be streaming tomorrow. If I am, I'll do that tomorrow. Because set 2 is
I
around the corner for us.
also might be streaming tomorrow.
Okay,
So,
tomorrow night or tomorrow day?
either.
Okay.
Whatever. If you decide to do tomorrow evening, I'll join you.
No, I
If
can't. I have locals tomorrow night. That's why I brought it up.
Right. Okay. So now I'll just join you. Yeah, I can do it with you then.
I don't like hate might be a little strong, but I have a few Blue Purple Crocodile players in my life that trigger me.
Hate is a really strong word, and yep, sure is.
I hate
It's a strong word that I will use because every time I see him, I'm just like, it's so lame.
Is Katakuri
dumb
S
deck,
or
it's not even
top of
good.
A?
Oh, it'd be top of A. I
I
definitely
think
don't
it's
think
top
it's
of A. Black,
And I
yellow,
think
or
Mom-
mono
I think
yellow,
she
Big
goes-
Mom, right below Kinemon
Well-
or above Kinemon?
right. I think she's right behind Katakuri.
Oh, above Zoro, huh? Okay, I can get behind
Oh
that.
yeah.
Nah,
I think she's right.
so. I think you think she's above Zoro. I don't really care enough, so that's fine.
I don't know. I think it's close enough where I don't care.
Mono Red Luffy is gonna be top of B for me. It has been getting some traction, and red is honestly just the best color in the game. Like red has access to so many good colors.
stupid though.
But the thing about Mono Red Luffy is look at these 3 other better Mono Red leaders. And that's why it's in B. Kid, I kind of put bottom of B, maybe even top of C at this point.
I think it'd be bottom of B before it goes top of C.
All right,
'Cause
and
no
Kaido
matter what,
top
the
of
leader
C.
effect is still a good effect. Like I can never be like,
But
oh, he has no potential.
green doesn't have good stuff other than things that require East Blue leaders. That's why Kuro is good.
I guess I just don't.
And Kuro has Kid's effect.
It depends on how the meta shifts. Like if someone like tomorrow solves like okay, I now have made Zoro the best deck ever, and now it beats every other deck in the game.
I don't-
Kid automatically
That's
gets
just
better
not.
because of
I
it.
mean, yeah, sure, but I mean, you can argue that with a lot of stuff. Nami isn't
I
stalling in the
guess. I
sense
don't
of
know.
winning at time, though. You'll always be down in life except against Whitebeard. You're elongating your alternate win con, which is less toxic. Yeah, it is less toxic. Agreed.
Yeah. I just think Nami is a really interesting deck that I was really hyped for a really long time. And the more I was like thinking about it, I was like, I'm losing my hype for it because um I'm scared that it just doesn't have a way to survive. And now that I'm seeing the way it's played, I'm just like, okay, my fears were misguided.
Oh,
The deck is
Kuro's
fine.
effect doesn't have a limit. You're right. I kind of never really thought about that. I don't know if you'd ever be able to use it fucking twice. Because it
Uh,
requires you to rest 2 East Blue characters. It's
you need
possible.
to. I don't know. I mean, it's not hard. It's not
Well,
impossible.
to use it twice, you need 4 East Blue
You need
characters that
4.
you don't mind resting.
Yeah, but then your leader swings what 3 times?
Yeah, but that's also
That's
6
kind of
on, so it's
broken.
a 9K swing 3 times. Whitebeard
Oh,
does that for a
oh
stage.
no. Okay.
Why Big Mom not S or A? Are you talking mono yellow Big Mom is an A, black yellow Big Mom is an S? So I'm a little confused by the
Yeah.
question because both Big Moms made it into S and / or
Big
A.
Mom. Yeah, they
maybe
both
you just
are
didn't
pretty
see
good.
it, but both Big Moms are pretty fire.
My
Yellow
problem
has
with
a really
yellow.
good show.
My only problem with yellow, it actually does top decently. My only problem with yellow is that its matchup into Nami is trash, and
True.
that's not
Didn't
good.
see. Yeah, okay, yeah. But yellow is fucking gas. Premium gas.
Yellow's great. It's just
Actually,
you guys do that
black
matchup
yellow's
not good.
matchup into Nami is not bad because of Isho. Because Nami has trouble keeping cards in
True.
hand, and an Isho will wreck you.
And black yellow Big Mom I've seen is actually a really decent matchup into Whitebeard because you have Isho and you have like all these
It's
things.
fine in a Whitebeard. Like it's better
I
in a
mean,
Whitebeard than
if you
most
watch
other
the
things.
if
It's
you
better
watch
in a
the Japanese
if you
the latest big tournament, they
first and second place for Whitebeard.
big yellow. I know, but big yellow and Big Mom did beat
Big
Whitebeards
Yellow.
on stream.
Yeah. No,
So
but
it
that's
did
the thing.
happen.
It's the thing about Black Yellow Big Mom is it is probably the best deck into Whitebeard in my opinion. But I don't want to be
Probably.
misleading people into thinking it's like a counter or anything like that. That's all I'm
by
saying.
no
Like
means.
they can contest each other, which is amazing. But don't go into this like, yeah, time to counter some. No.
Yeah, no, that's not the way. It's just it's a better matchup into Whitebeard than most. It can survive more than other decks could.
What's the
which is
best
really
deck
neat.
into Whitebeard? Either Whitebeard Mirror or Black Yellow Big Mom.
I think Lucci has a decent chance into it.
It
I've
is-
seen a lot
but
of
see, the
Luccis
question was, what's
do
the
well.
best deck into Whitebeard? And the answer
The best
is
is
not
Mirror.
Lucci.
The best is Mirror.
I actually would argue the best is Black Yellow Big Mom. Because Mirror can
Um,
be RNG. Black Yellow Big Mom is a lot less.
I don't know. I think I have to test it more.
Like,
I
what
honestly- I
counters
couldn't
it?
tell you.
Nothing counters it.
No, nothing.
Whitebeard
does.
has no counter. That's the thing about set 3.
problem
In
is it-
set 2, Whitebeard has decks that it does not do great into. It can still win, but like for example, into Evenclaw and Kaido, Whitebeard is not that Whitebeard has a negative win rate into Evenclaw and Kaido in my opinion. However, in set 3, with A, the fact that those decks are poopy into everything else, and B, Whitebeard's new support, it's kind of just it's the reason it's in the S+ tier. Whitebeard
the fact
is
you
silly.
can play you can play cards that were arguably trash in set 2, and now they're also good. Like the card that gives you +1 to all your Whitebeard characters. That
Ooh.
card in set 3 is actually not bad at all. Because in set 3, because you are running Ezos. Because Ezos on the board, the stage on board becomes a 4K. With the real Q, whatever you want to call them, he makes it 5Ks each for 1 Dawn investment. So it now you have the ability to play Whitebeard in multiple ways, and they're all good. Like
Oh my
Whitebeard is
fucking
just
God.
broken. And it has the ability to adapt into how you play too, because you can do a go wide strategy versus a go tall strategy with very little investment.
I hate this game. Okay, we need to catch up with chat. So first of all, why Zoro not an A? Why an A and not B? I think it's generally worse because the meta no. Zoro has already proven that it has
Zoro-
enough potential. The B tier is for decks that need to prove that they are still viable. Zoro
Yeah.
did get enough support out of the new set to be viable, like off meta. It is
If
not
you
very good, but it's
play-
fine.
Yeah, if you play Zoro, the problem with Zoro, I think, also is that its Whitebeard
Sanji
matchup not that
aggro,
good.
that's funny. That is the big problem, is that it doesn't do great into Whitebeard.
If Whitebeard wasn't a thing, I feel like Zoro would be way better into a lot of these decks because it has more tools with Buggy. It has all the tools it has set 2, and now more. You have the ability to remove eight cost kit if you ever needed to with the new stage, if you needed to. Like it has more tools. It's just someone has to make those tools matter.
Yeah.
But because it's a red deck that with it's already broken in set 2, there's the leap to set 3 isn't that much. Like it's not going to be that much of a leap. So, I think it has potential, way more than most other decks because red's stupid from set 2 onwards.
Okay. So Sillymore 7767 is like, this is what he said. Actually, there is one counter to Whitebeard that even Japan has started using.
Oh, seriously?
And then this motherfucker said card called Brindy World.
I know. I saw it. I saw the picture on the. I'm watching on my phone.
Brindy World. And I think my least favorite part about what he's saying,
honestly, I don't know if
is
that's
that he's like kind of right.
Yeah, he's kind of right. Because if they go to 0 life and then you make this card like connect with no blockers on field,
see, but it needs to be no blockers on field.
Yeah, but you're playing purple. Like that's easy. You go, oh, fine, you have a easy.
Marco.
You have a Marco on board. You play king, activate this thing's effect. You're there and they lose. It's game over.
That feels like a lot of setup for a card that's only good into one matchup.
Oh no, who wouldn't do anything?
No, who wouldn't do it?
Okay, you have to play king or Brachio Bomber, then have this on board.
Or if you're playing,
it could
see, here's the thing: is you're thinking Kaido, I'm thinking Z.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit easier too.
It's way
easier. You have Kobe, Sakazuki. You have so many answers to lots of like Garp. You have so many answers and leader effect for God's sake.
Leader effect.
You literally just go.
Although if you leader effect, you Dom -4, so then you can't Dom -8 after
that. Is there ramp that you can use?
No, not to get 2 Dawn instantly. Actually,
Ainz,
yes.
Right? Ainz is
Ainz is an on play. The point is you cannot use Z to kill a blocker and then Byrndy World in the same turn, Anthony.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, but is there not a way to do that? Because
there is one way. One singular way. One ramp card that can do this for us. Oh, Sasuke.
The film one?
If you have 4 Sasuke. Karina, the film one.
Yeah, the film one.
If you play film Tribal Z, does film Tribal counter Whitebeard?
Yeah, but I feel like you lose against everything else.
Do you though?
Kinda.
Do you though?
Kinda, yeah. It's like you see a Zoro, it's like, I lose.
Do you though? Uta's great in a Zoro. I can't believe that Sillymore, your name is very accurate. You are more silly.
You're a pretty silly guy.
LOL, bad, not enough film cards. There's film cards.
There's a lot of film cards. Just they're not enough good film cards.
And purple, look at this. There's actually like a lot. Shiki is a good film card. Douglas Bullet is a good film. No, Shiki's a great film card, bro. The 2K counter, that card's great.
That card is pretty cool, but it's only because it's 2K counter.
Well, yeah, but there's 2 2K counters in film.
What? There's the one from the Star deck. What's that?
And then there's Shiki.
Oh, wait, no. What? Shiki?
The one from set 2, bro.
The on play from Life?
From Life. That's a film card.
A film card?
I can still even more.
Oh,
imagine enjoying your day and you suddenly lose to Mr. Byrndy World. Dude, I would literally, like, I can see it now. We're in like this huge One Piece event. We need to win this. I need to win this match to not bubble out. I'm into Z, and I'm like, easy. Whitebeard will destroy this Z matchup, and he beats you with Byrndy World. Yeah, right. Byrndy is film. Byrndy World is also film. Wait,
yeah, he's film. No, he should be.
Why is he not popping up here for me?
He
should be.
There's no way he's not. What is he in?
Is he filler?
He's the world. He's a world pirate.
Why isn't he film? Is he from filler? I don't even know the character.
I don't even know who he's from. I think he's the only world pirate, so I have no other way to tell. Like in the card game,
he's from filler. Oh no! All films are filler, yes. But the thing is that he's from the not all filler.
All
is
fillers
from
are film. Yeah. That's annoying as hell.
That's so funny.
They knew. They had to have known.
Yeah, they were like, no Whitebeard counter for you today. Honestly, I would be there too, because if this was a film card, you could only run like 2 of it and then grab it off of the 1-drop.
Yep.
That checks the top 5 for film cards.
You could do it.
That would be so funny.
And the deck would still be kind of somewhat not the worst ever. Not great, but that sounds stupid.
And you can protect it with the counter event that says that the card can't be KO'd by any means for the turn.
Only if you're running Shanks as a leader.
No, that's not what it requires. It only targets film cards. You can use that card. You can use that card in Z.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds terrible, but you can do it.
It's actually not. That card is kind of good.
Well, I don't agree, but okay. I mean, the card is good, but the problem is that the engine it protects.
Oh yes, agreed. The engine is trash, but the card is good.
The card's fine. I think it's cool. It's very, very cool. The fact that he's not filmed is so sad. That would have been actually pretty good.
Oh my god, you play Lion's Threat, Imperial Earthbind, Dawn -2, kill any blocker in the fucking game. And then you, and then you Karina to get, and then you just Beardy World, yeah. Oh my god, why am I? Why am I building? Why am I building a Z deck? What have you guys done to me?
That's really funny.
The counter was hidden in OVAs.
You don't even need. Oh my.
You can use to protect Uda. Great. Yeah, protecting Uda is pretty.
You don't even need technically. Like you don't need to do the film, and like you don't need to use Z's effect. Like you have other options.
That's true.
Like you don't have to
like Lion's Threat.
Like Lion's Threat, you have King, like you have Brachio Bomber, you have removal.
Sheep's Horn. Sheep's Horn.
Sheep's Horn.
Sheep's Horn.
Sheep's Horn can protect them blockers.
Wait, is this Blue Purple Kaido? Is this the return of Blue Purple Kaido?
Oh, you know what? Maybe. We did have a Blue Purple Kaido get second place in the latest Good Day TTG charity event. You got second place.
That's set 1 though. We're talking set 3.
Set 1, yeah, but
actually, are we talking set 2?
No, it's set 1 with film stuff. But if it can make it there, how far can it go? Like,
is that actually just the counter to Whitebeard as you play Blurple Kaido with Beard New World? What world am I living in that I'm saying these words aloud?
I really just don't agree, but I'm here for the meme.
But okay, hear me out. Imagine they have 2 blockers. You can Sheep's Horn, Lion's Threat, tap Oni, Dawn -8.
Huh. Wait. You can have Oni. That's true. Huh. Well, you can also...
You also King on curve, which is like what's good into Whitebeard. God damn it.
Spam.
God damn it. Hello, guys. Welcome to this.
You have answers.
Start things off. I play 4 of Beard New World because...
Are we talking about set 2 and 3, or are we just talking about set 2?
Now I'm on both.
Both? Yeah, probably both.
I'm on set 2 right now, but is there a list?
Yeah,
of that
I was
Blue
thinking
Purple
set
Kaido?
2, but...
Does G'day have the list?
He did post the list, or our stream has the list on it if you go to the VOD, but I'm not sure if it's still there.
The VOD should still be there. It was less than 2 weeks ago. They last for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so if you go to the Good Day TCG tournament near the very end, it's like an 8-hour stream, so you have to just power through.
Yeah.
But you don't need to watch all of it. Just skip to the end. The very, very endish is we go over deck profiles, and Blue Purple Kaido was the one.
Oh my god! If you're doing Blurple Kaido, you get Dawn back when you KO their blocker.
True.
Oh
you don't even need the Oni at that point.
Oh my god. Well, you still run Oni because you're good at the game.
My only thing is, if you're doing that, you have to be very careful into every other matchup. But the fact is,
Purple Kaido is probably better because you can minus the life away because it also needs a turn.
You also can run Hell's Judgment. You can run You can run Love Beam. You can run Blast Breath. You can run Queen, and I'm trying to think of how viable this deck can be outside of
Whitebeard.
Outside of Whitebeard, if it can beat Whitebeard and all these other decks, you solve the format.
I don't think it will. Pure Purple Kaido. Isaiah Rainbow thinks that we should just be focusing on Pure Purple Kaido with Beard New World, and I mean that's not a bad plan.
It's probably you just run 2 Brindy World.
You do have to attach to Blue Purple Kaido to get the Dawn Gate. Yes. The thing is, though, Kaido's already not that bad in Whitebeard. Do you even?
That's the thing. You already kind of counter Whitebeard existing.
You could
because
do it
they play
as
a
1
4-drop.
Attack.
You can play. I would run as a 2-of if you're. I don't know, because then how consistent are you going to even hit the Brindy World to end game?
Run 4 Buena Fiesta as a 2K counter instead of your other 2K counters.
Hey,
And then it can also grab Uta. Run 4 Uta.
yeah, okay. Yeah, can it carry? Can it grab itself or no? No, right?
No.
That'd be too good. At that point, just run it on all the purple decks.
Yeah, and you can run Shiki as another 2K counter. So Buena Fiesta could grab your Shikis, your
True.
Utas, and
You
your
guys-
your. Oh no, it can't grab BRD World. No.
Right. The problem we had at the beginning. It's not film.
All right.
Right.
Guys, you're literally. You're destroyed. My brain is melting from this stream. Bandai knew what they were doing. Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Fuck Bandai.
They don't know how to balance a game, I guess.
What assholes knowing how to balance their game. That's what we're gonna call it today because
You're
I
just
don't
a psychopath.
I don't think
like,
I don't think I can
handle
handle
this.
any more of this BRD World conversation. So here's our tier list. This
For set
Sakazuki,
3.
this D tier shouldn't even be here. Imagine D tier is Sakazuki and every other leader in the game.
I'm just thinking, is it? Dofi. We didn't talk about Dofi.
I didn't want to.
All right, cool shit.
It's kind of diapers.
We should be.
Dofi's already pretty diapers in set 2. Like honestly,
I think our next stream should be dedicated to set 2 tier list.
I agree. That'll probably be tomorrow. I
Yep.
badly want to see this deck now, though.
And then we should
then come back to tomorrow's stream, where after we do the tier list, Anthony and I will figure out how to build a blue-purple Beardy World deck to counter.
Or we just do mob
Whitebeard.
purple and just save the headache.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like it, but you're correct. Our log is just better, Dofi. Why blue? Why blue what? Why is blue trash? I don't know why they.
Yeah, you don't need it to be blue purple Kaido. It just gives you more tools to.
Honestly, it's kind of
stuff,
crazy how
but,
they made blue the worst color in set 1, and then in set 2 we were like, oh my god, blue's not the worst color anymore, just for it to end up being the worst color anyway.
Yep, pretty funny.
It's not the worst color in set 3. I think green is the worst color in set 3.
I am inclined to agree.
I mean, based on our tier list.
I'm inclined to agree. I think green just gets poopy on.
Oh no. Purple is the worst color in set 3.
What? Wait. No. I think Kaido itself can be.
We have Kinemon above Iceberg, and we have every green deck above Kaido.
You're kidding. Where we put Kaido?
In the C tier, where it belongs.
Why we do that?
Because it's,
I did not see that.
It's bad. It's bad.
I don't believe that.
It's not even good into Whitebeard anymore. Whitebeard's too good now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I would think it. You still you have 10 drop. How's that? How's that bad? Wow.
It just completely does not matter.
Blue is still bad outside of Nami. Yeah, but if Nami's good, then blue's no longer.
But we have the one. We have
like,
the one blue deck though.
Yeah, like
so it's no longer the worst color.
It's no longer the worst color. Where green has like nothing.
Green
and
has
purple has like
Kinemon
nothing.
at best.
And purple has Kaido at best.
Here, I'll put Kaido in B tier for you.
Yeah, I feel a little bit better B tier.
And I'm bumping Kid down then. All right. We will see you all tomorrow when we will be streaming again. Thank you so much for joining us. I had a lot of fun. I wish Anthony hadn't joined. I hate that guy, but other than that.
Me too.
Yeah. Catch you later, guys.
Bye.
Green as a color is much more highly represented in the tier list. I agree. I see what you're saying. But blue is higher on the tier list is the only argument. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, Samuel. Green is better overall, but Nami's better. All right, bye for real this time.
Bye.